Hello folks, so we're here on Tuesday, just on a track Tuesday, and we're going to go over a couple of triathlon tips for you with our main man Tom Walker. So Tom here has done many a triathlon and he's just going to go through a couple of things. Firstly, the difference between some people like to use road shoes when doing a triathlon and some people like to use the actual triathlon shoes. So Tom prefers actual road shoes and just going to tell us why.
I prefer a road shoe, I think mainly because that's what you're training in most of the time. A road shoe is going to fit your foot a little bit nicer, they're more customizable, whereas a tri shoe you just have one Velcro strap normally or one dial, because it is faster for the shorter distance, but when you're going longer you want your foot to be as comfortable as possible, and a road shoe has more areas that it can fit your foot better. So using a road shoe in long distance races has been a huge change for me for the past few years. I used to always think a tri shoe was better, then I changed my mind, and I'll show you now a little tip, because some people think they're not as quick in transition, but actually they're just the same.
Okay, so coming in transition after the swim and you get to your bike rack, and this is Thomas Walker's best hack for the bike.
So obviously, well, you know, a lot of people know the rubber band system. Normally with a tri shoe, because of the Velcro strap, you're going to have a nice open area where you can get your foot into, and then they normally have a loop at the back here of the shoe that you would take the rubber band back to your bike here or have off the derailleur here. What I do is I get a rubber band, I get the really thin ones, so you want it to almost be snapping like this, so they're not the big ones. Normally people go for the big bulkier ones. I like these real easy to snap thin ones. And then I set it up off my chain catcher on the inside here. That can be a little bit higher up, so you can use something else that you might have on your bike, like maybe your derailleur, but you want to make sure it's fixed and fixed hard onto the bike so that when you put down, it'll snap straight away. You then, on these shoes, I have to open them with a band. I have another set of Lake shoes that have a Velcro strap here that actually keeps it open, but these are more like the shoes that most people have. And you just want to get the opening nice and wide, and then make sure the rubber band is pulling that tongue forwards. Sometimes a shoe will stay open without the band, in which case, don't worry, just have the shoe open. But a real handy trick is to just get that band around the foot there. Make sure you have the bottom dial closed so that when you do it up, you don't have to push it in. So that should be closed and ready to go. And then the top one stays open, just in case you need a little bit more, you can get into it as well. Once you're in, you then obviously, this would snap away, this is snapped away, so it's just you left with the foot, and you just start to do up the dials as you need to. The other side is exactly the same. But what I've done on this side is I've doubled looped the band around the chainstay. So you go here, come through, again nice and tight. I want it to literally just be about to snap. Bring that through underneath the shoe there, and then I've done the same on this side, and what we get is a really secure way of moving with the bike. The shoes are always going to stay in the right place.
What a dream. Let's see it. Okay, so this looks perfectly simple, and it's a nice little demo from Tom. So we're just going to go over anything to watch out for, so things that could cause you to get a bit flummoxed and interrupt your smooth transition.
So I think one thing people always panic about is speeding up as they get out of transition to get onto their bike. What I recommend for beginners is you can have your shoes like this. You get up to the start line, get your foot over and straight into the shoe. Now you can push off and everything will snap, everything will take care of itself, but you know your foot is in before you put in your other one. So the safe option is the static mount, which you've seen. You stop, get your hand on the brake, leg over, and foot straight into the shoe. Okay, that'll be our static mount. If you want to practice and be a bit faster, you can go for a flying mount, where you're already rolling and then getting your feet into the shoes. It looks like this.
Simple as that, folks.